Exclusive coverage of the 1987 NBA Finals. The story so far, an unusual Celtic backcourt scoring edge. The Lakers have missed 5 free throws, and Danny Ainge, who had been struggling, has a hot first period. So in game 3, it was the Lakers 29-20. Bird, Parrish, and McHale up front. Bird with a pass to Parrish. Laker ball out of the break. Cooper. He has Scott, Worthy, Mychal, Thompson. It's a 4-man break for LA. And Kareem, who's starting this period, misses. Out of bounds, Lakers possession.
I'll tell you how hard Kareem wants to win this thing. He ended up as a wingman on the fast break. That's real desire.
And James Worthy, who will inbound the pass, has yet to score. There's the 40-year-old Kareem. And Worthy, who's been the high scorer in the playoffs for the Lakers, has 0. Crowd thought Scott traveled, but they're not reffing this game. Parrish the rebound on the missed sky hook. It's a 3-on-2 break. Worthy comes back defensively. Dennis Johnson open. Hit 7 in a row during a stretch of Sunday's game, and now the Lakers with a 4-on-3. Cooper misses, and the Lakers struggling from the field.
And making the Lakers take bad shots. The Celtics would just go out and get them defense.
Seasting throws it away, and now it's 3-on-3 for LA. Cooper with a move around Bird. Bird blocks the shot. Great play by Bird. 3-on-2 now, Boston. McHale. A 9-point lead. That's what it was after the period.
Nothing can demoralize a fast break team more than when the other team fast breaks you.
All this despite the fact that the Lakers have a huge 9-to-1 edge in offensive rebounds on Boston. But the Lakers are shooting 28% for the game. It's a good thing they're getting some second shots. They may be blown out now.
This has been an unusual game for who is going to produce the points.
Kareem hits the hook. He has 6.
Old, reliable. Helps get you back in the game. Peck away. If you don't have the break, get it to Kareem. That's their style from 2 years ago.
Larry Bird still doesn't have a basket. Guarded by Cooper. Shuffle pass goes all the way through, and it's Lakers ball. So the Celtics don't even get a shot off. They missed their first 6 in the opening period. They're 0 for 5 right now, but they're leading by 7.
Larry Bird does excellent job on defense. He fakes back in here and forces Cooper to bring the ball back to him. He's underneath the basket, so Cooper has to bring the ball to him. You watch underneath, and right there as he brings it back to him, gets a piece of it, holds on to it. Now the next part of this is outstanding. The Celtics, a very slow team, end up with a 3-on-2 situation. 1, 2 defenders. Dennis Johnson will take it here, make these 2 men commit, and then pass the ball to McHale, who comes for the layup. That's exceptional basketball for a slow team. Beautiful play by Dennis Johnson and Larry Bird to trigger that break.
31% shooting so far for the Lakers, who went into the game shooting 56% for the series, although both teams were under 50 in game number 3. So just under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. It's 31-24, and the Lakers well below what they normally score for this juncture. Worthy posting up against McHale, and Parrish blocks it away. Good double team by Parrish. Seasting. And saves it into the hands of Kareem. But the Lakers aren't getting the breaks. Actually, the Celtics seem to be running more right now. Another perimeter shot by Mychal Thompson.
They ran with their twin towers in there.
Blocking foul on James Worthy will be his 2nd foul.
The Celtics are playing the Lakers and James Worthy in particular much like the Rockets did last year. They drive him to help, and there's Robert Parrish, the second defender, ever so alert, to block the ball away.
Magic is back in, and James Worthy sits down for the Lakers. Has not scored tonight. In fact, he has only 4 points in the last 4 quarters of play. He was silent after the opening period of game number 3.
I think psychologically, if he doesn't get a few fast break buckets, it disturbs his confidence.
And the Lakers with a chance to cut the Celtic lead to 3. 8.5 to go in the second period. Magic with that shot now has 11 points. He leads the Lakers. Ainge with 11 leads the Celtics.
Magic Johnson is the man that must run the show out here. Get the people the right shot and himself the right shot.
McHale, the ball jarred away. Giving up his dribble. Dennis Johnson with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Has to take a wild shot, but there's McHale with a big offensive rebound, just as he did in the closing minutes of Sunday's game. Magic with a sky hook from where Kareem normally tries it, and it's a 3-point affair again.
With Magic in the low post to diversify the low post attack with Kareem, it really puts a challenge to the Celtics defense.
Speaking of challenges, Tommy, AC Green's going to come in, and if he can hold his own off the boards, we may see that running game by LA again. Robert Parrish. And again, it's a 5-point game. Scott has plenty of time for a 3. Nothing doing. Out of bounds, and it's Lakers ball. Larry Bird has had only 3 shots from the field. His 2 points have come from the line. He was 2 of 12 after the first period in Sunday's game, but he came back and scored 30, so he can explode before it's over.
Well, Bird can get hot, but right now he's secure to do things like this, grab rebounds and help get some easy hoop.
2-on-1, Parrish driving in. Sprained ankle at all. He looks pretty good there.
McHale came alive the last ball game, and Parrish is running freer now.
I think the Celtics look like they're getting healthier as the series goes on. Bird. Defensive rebounding as he did in game 3. Parrish misses, and here's Scott, 4-on-1. Kareem is back there and used as a pick as Cooper gets the layup. Good way to use Kareem.
And Kareem went right up behind Dennis Johnson, so he couldn't move at all. That was absolutely a fantastic play by Kareem.
That's when you have a 4-on-1 and you'll say we only need 3. Why don't you set a pick?
Those types of fast breaks are coach destroyers. Coaches usually call timeout and say, you guys got to get back, and then arguments start in the huddle.
Foul is on Scott.
Here's Bird coming right in. This is where he can help them the most. Control the defensive board for the Celtics, and he's doing his job.
He has 7 rebounds, Larry Bird. Right now, let's go over to James Brown. JB?
All right, Dick, thank you very much. One of the most overworked topics of this series is trying to understand what benefit the Celtics get from playing in the Garden where they've lost so few times. Now, many people point to the parquet floor, which was installed over 40 years ago. There are a number of uneven ridges and dead spots on the floor. Standing with me now is Paul Dembicki, who's a carpenter foreman, as you take a look at that floor.